Hello YouTubers, RogueMonkeyJr here, and in today's video we're going to cover the patch notes for the Lost Treasures Collection event. We got them a day early, so that is absolutely fantastic, and there is currently a dev stream going on. I think it might have finished by now, but I'll leave a link in the description down below if you want to go check it out, as well as a link to the full patch notes in the description down below, as well as in the top pinned comment. But before we jump right into this, hitting the like button really helps out the channel, and even maybe consider subscribing if you enjoy the video and other content. But without further ado, let's get stuck right into the patch notes. So the Lost Treasure Collection event, we're bringing a ton of exciting changes to the game along with the Lost Treasures Collection event. In addition to the event, we'll be making a host of tweaks to various legend, abilities, and weapons. Get all the intel here so you're fully prepared when you drop in. So Armed and Dangerous evolved limited time mode. The Armed and Dangerous limited time mode has evolved. So in this LTM, only shotguns and snipers are allowed. You'll also start with a Mozambique and Evo armor. Why the Mozambique? I don't know. All other armor has been removed from the loot pool, but that's not all. Respawn beacons will also be removed, and all players will start with the mobile respawn beacon in their inventory, which is really interesting. It's a really neat idea, and hopefully they bring that into the live game, maybe as a super rare spawn in the loot tables across the map, so you can have a mobile respawn beacon with you. That would be absolutely fantastic. So need the respawn on the go. Pretty straightforward with the mobile respawn beacons. There's also a brand new town takeover, so Crypto Town Takeover. Crypto is taking over and providing some recon to Kings Canyon. Located at the southeast of the map under Repulsor, so the old gas station, lies Crypto's map room. Use his tech to get the location of all legends on the map and check the screens scattered around the room to see how many enemy squads are nearby. So I have a feeling that this place is going to be a high traffic area. Heirloom. Mirage finally gets an heirloom, and it's his own trophy of himself. Moving on to legend updates. So Lifeline, her passive Combat Revive now replaces Combat Medic. So deploy the Doc to revive teammates. Doc will deploy a shield and revive Lifeline's teammate, leaving Lifeline free to defend or revive someone else, which is incredibly useful and a big step up from what she already had. So this fully replaces Lifeline's old passive, including fast heal. Tactical. Lifeline's tactical cooldown is now 45 seconds as opposed to 60 seconds, and her ultimate, Lifeline's care package, now contains more items. Care package will contain 3 more small healing items when it decides to spawn small healing items. Care package will contain 2 times more attachments when it decides to spawn attachments. So no more fast healing for Lifeline. That's a big hit to her kit, but the fact that she can revive 2 teammates at once is pretty strong, and I guess we'll see how it plays out when we get hands-on experience with this. I would say side work more than it is a buff. It is a slight buff, but I feel like it's more of a side grade to what she already had available to her. Octane Tactical. Upon activation, Stim will remove movement impairing effects, which is great. Stim sprinting speed is increased by 10%. Ultimate. Players can now double jump in midair after using Octane's launch pad. Players can change direction easily from the double jump, which is great because, I mean, the jump pad's fun and all, but you can't really control where you're going when you're midair. But now they changed that, which is fantastic. Revenant. Tactical will now cancel Pathfinder mid-grapple, which is crazy, and Wraith mid-phase walk attempt before phase walk activates. Revenant's Tactical will also prevent Mirage Cloaked Revive, Mirage Decoy Control Activation, and Lifeline Combat Revive. His ultimate, range removed on the Death Totem. Crypto, his tactical, deploying Hack, Crypto's drone, now takes 1.5 seconds, down from 2.5 seconds. Ultimate, EMP will now disable Watson's pylons. Loba, tactical, Burglar's best friend will no longer be intercepted by Watson's interception pylon. Ultimate, Black Market Boutique will now only pick up 1 stack of ammo rather than 1 stack plus the amount that was required to fill whatever partial stack you had in your inventory. And Ultimate Excellence now give 20% alt charge up from 17.5%. Mirage Tactical, you can now hold the tactical button and release the auto control decoys. Decoys will now say lines one shot. His passive, when cloaked, Mirage's hollow emitters will be visible to players that are less than 5 meters away, and Skydive will now create decoys for the entire squad when skydiving when still diving with your squad. Gibraltar, fast heal granted inside the dome shield slowed down from 25% faster to 15% faster. Caustic. Enemies can cancel Caustic's barrel by shooting it before it is fully inflated. That was great because that is something that I did very often when a Caustic would toss a trap out a window, out a door or something, or around a corner, and I would try and shoot it before it was fully inflated, but it just didn't do anything. Wattson. The intent of these changes is to create openings where enemies can breach Wattson positions. It is still possible for Wattson players to hold a position with a trophy indefinitely, but that should come at the cost of using ultimate accelerants. So Wattson's pylons now last for 90 seconds, Wattson can now have up to 3 pylons out at a time, Wattson can stack 2 ultimate accelerants per inventory slot. So for Wraith, increasing Wraith's tactical cooldown has proven to be ineffective at curbing her exceedingly high win rate and kill rate. These changes are meant to disincentivize Wraith players from using Phase Walk as a get out of jail free card and move it into more of a repositioning and scouting ability. So Phase Walk. Phase Walk now takes 1.25 seconds to enable, was 0.4, and during this time, Wraith will receive a 20% move slow. This does not affect Phase Walk while placing a Phase Portal. While in Phase Walk, Wraith now gets a 30% move speed boost. While in Phase Walk, Wraith can now see other players while in the void. Phase Walk now lasts 4 seconds from 3 seconds, and Phase Walk cooldown is now down to 25 seconds from 35 seconds. Phase Tunnel, decreased distance for portal placement by 25%. Weapons and loot. Ziplines. A cooldown will be applied to re-grabbing ziplines without touching the ground. The cooldown will increase with each time a player disconnects and re-grabs the zipline. The cooldown will reset when the player touches the ground. So I imagine that is to curb the behavior of ungrappling the zipline and rapidly grappling it again to prevent from being shot while being on those ziplines. And I would imagine it's going to be pretty damn effective. For the Havoc Rifle, greatly increased horizontal recoil in the initial shots of a burst and decreased magazine size from 32 to 28. The Sentinel, rechamber time went down from 1.75 seconds to 1.6, and the energized duration increased from 90 to 120. Quality of life, teammates can now ping a friendly caustic trap. New health bar for when users are in Revenant's shadow form. Map rotation times are now even between Kings Canyon and World's Edge. Moving on to bug fixes, so general. And I think in my opinion the most important one is fixed an issue with the "you got a treasure pack" message appearing after each match. So I'm not going to go through all the other bug fixes, I just wanted to specifically talk about this one as it was incredibly annoying. But again, there'll be a link to the full patch notes in the description down below, as well as in the top pinned comments, so you can go check out the bug fixes for yourself. But anyways, yeah, Lost Treasure Collection event starts tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern Time or 10 a.m. PT, so keep your eyes peeled for that. And hit the like button if you enjoyed the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and as always, thank you very much for watching, I really appreciate it, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a good one.